Okay. Good morning, all. This is a bit of a random video. Never done this before, but I met, from what I can see, is a wonderful young guy from Nigeria called Coleeze. Welcome. He's come from Nigeria, and I suppose people would call him a migrant seeking a better life. That's admirable, and I just want to understand and learn a little bit more about his history and where he sees himself and what he wants to do. Now, I know you come from Nigeria, which is not particularly a war-torn country, although I know there's corruption there, and predominantly it's a 50-50 split, Muslim and Catholic. And I know that Nigeria operates under a federal presidential republic system and is considered a democracy.
Yes,
Yeah.
Democracy, yeah.
But as with most things in life, nothing is ever black and white.
Yeah.
There's always circumstances that people face.
Yes.
So, tell me a bit about yourself. You're from Nigeria. Whereabouts in Nigeria are you from?
Yes, I'm from Nigeria, Edo State, Benin City.
Okay. Is that north or south Nigeria?
Just the west of Nigeria.
Okay. So, and you say you're 38, 39?
Yes, 38.
Yeah. Okay. It's a major decision, isn't it, to leave your country?
Yes.
I mean, it takes courage, it takes bravery,
Yes. Yes.
and obviously a certain amount of planning. So, how did you arrive at the decision to want to leave? And
For my own, what I believe is your mind. Once you decide in your mind, you can do anything if you decide in your mind. So I see life is opportunity.
yeah,
You get opportunity, you make use of the opportunity you have. For me, even I don't care the way I came, because I know people die on the way. People even die in the sea.
yeah,
Even my present, some people die, but I know my hand, I know my heart. Then I follow what I know it will not lead me to my death, because I know I will not die young. I certain. Why do I say it? Because I trust in God. I believe in God. So as far as I believe in God and I am not doing evil, I know I will live long from my own side. So the reason why I left my country, Nigeria, is a great country, a good country. But because of the family background and some things, for example, I don't have a father, I don't have a mother. I am just me and my siblings. We are the one on this earth. We don't have father, we don't have mother. So it is somehow difficult to take care of them, because if you don't have a good job in Nigeria, or you are not, for me, I did not go to higher institution.
no,
I finished with primary school. So it is difficult for us to live a life. So that is why I decided to leave the country. I come to Italy, passed through Libya. In Libya it was very difficult. It is just between life and death.
Yeah.
They can mess you up there, they can do anything they like to you, because then it was 2015. There was no government, everybody can do anything. So you take the grace of God.
yeah,
It's just the grace of God. So I passed through that stage by the hand of God, not by my strength. Then the stage of in the Mediterranean Sea. In the Mediterranean Sea, many people die, the boat capsized, everything, but it is in the hand of God that protects me. And I passed through it. I came to the land of Italy, then I seek asylum. And by the grace of God, they are working on my documents. It's not that this country is not good, it's good, but you have to meet some demands before you can be able to live well in this country. For
Yeah.
example, you go to school. If you have opportunity to go to school, you go to school. And you look for a job. And another thing I discovered, once you come to a country you have not been before, the first friends you meet, that is the step you are going to take. Because if you meet the set of people that like to go to school, you will go to school. because you came new, you don't know any place, you don't know anything. They are the one to teach you, they are the one to tell you where to go, where not to go. So it depends on the friends you meet. But for my own opportunity, the friends that I meet with that, just since we came to look for the daily bread, we start looking for money. We did not just go into school. Because I believe if we could have gone to school then, by now, we could have been in one way or the other, in working in one office or the other, but we did not go to school. We focus on getting money to take care of our family at home because they are, let me say, they are in average. I will be, by the grace of God, I am the third born of my family, and I have siblings.
Yeah.
I have about 5 siblings, and plus me and my own biological mother, we are up to 9. So the whole responsibility lies on me because it is only me that have succeeded to come to this place.
Are you the youngest or oldest or in the middle?
I'm the third.
Third.
I'm the third.
Okay.
So the rest of them, they are not working, and it is only me that do take care of them. There is no father, there is no mother. I'm the one that is outside the country. I do the little I can be able to do. It's God that take care of it, but I try my best. So I still believe in God that everything can go well. It depends on me.
Yeah.
It depends on the step that I take. It depends on how I think. It depends on what I imagine. As far as I know that God is existing, I know my tomorrow will be better.
Yeah, yeah. I believe in, and people say that's silly, I make my own luck, and I believe in the universe.
Yes.
You know, believe in the universe. But I'm also interested, what some of the major challenges you must have faced. I mean, crossing the Mediterranean, that must have been dangerous, scary.
Yes.
What is the distance? How far is it from North Africa to Lampedusa?
From Agadez to Libya, at least you spend 7 days in the desert.
Where, from Tripoli?
No, Agadez to Tripoli.
Okay,
You spend like 7 days in the desert.
7 days in the desert?
Yes, 7 days. So spend like 4 days, depends on the connection you pass through.
Yeah.
So it's a horror movement. It's either do or die. As I've said before, it's God. It's not by my strength. Because when you are in the back of the Ilos, we don't enter Ilos. As the Ilos drive in the desert, some people fell, water crushed some people. So it's just by the help of God, not by my help.
My God.
It's just help. So we get to Libya after 7 days. Then the Mediterranean Sea, I tried to cross once. I was rejected because of the water. Many people lost their life in the water, in the Mediterranean Sea. But it's still by the hands of God, I've said before. It's God that brought me to where I am today. So I'm grateful to God first, before any other person.
So you say you've got your papers through, you have a lawyer.
Yes, I have
on your case.
Yes, I processed.
I mean, Italy. I mean, we've now got is it Meloni? She's now in power.
Yes.
And she's a very right wing leader who is really clamping down on migration. So, I mean, what are your chances of gaining?
I believe I will get document very soon because in short, I've already gotten it, but I've not collected.
Right.
Yes. So I got grace. As far as in the system, so it's just for me to submit the necessary documents so I can be able to, the necessary things that I demand. So I will collect it. Then I will go and see my son. I have a son in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Go and see my son. Up to 9 years plus now, I've not seen my son.
Yeah.
I have to go and see him. It's just the hand of God. Life here is difficult. There is no, as far as it's not your country, there must be a difficulties you have to face.
Yeah.
Your country is different from another country.
I'll be honest, I can't even begin to imagine what you've gone through. I mean, I'm an English guy. I've been very fortunate. I've been very lucky. I've done well for myself, and I can't even begin to imagine. You hear all these stories, and you think, you know, they must have come from somewhere where persecution, war, famine, corruption. So for people to try and understand that, it's very difficult, and that is why so many people are polarised by, yes, yeah, we don't want migrants coming in. No, we don't want migrants. We don't need them here. So it's a very contentious issue at the moment. And I as I said earlier, life is not black or white.
Yes.
Each one has their own issues, their own problems and situations, and to me, it's a fascinating subject. And we've had migrants for hundreds of years, crossing countries, crossing back, all just want to better themselves, want to provide for their families, where there's famine, they go where the grass is green and they can feed their animals. It's something that's happened for, if not thousands of years,
Yes. For concerning that, let me start with my country. My country is blessed. We have resources.
You have natural resources, abundance.
We have everything. God has blessed us, Nigeria, as a country. But the people that is in position, those are the problem we have. The way they consume.
Are you saying you've got corrupt politicians?
Yes. There is no country that there is not corrupt. There is no country that there is not corrupt.
Oh, absolutely.
It depends on there are different grades of corruption.
Yeah.
So our own is somehow very high in terms of corruption, because the way the government is, we have enough money in Nigeria that can take care of every single born in Nigeria. But the people that is on top is making it difficult for the people that is on the normal level of...
Well, it's the wealth distribution.
Yes. It's not well structured well. It's not circulating well. So those are the problems we have there. We have money, we have everything, but it's not well circulated, it's not well shuffled well. Those are the little problems we have there.
Yeah.
And we believe on God that it's going to be better. It's going to be better.
You have to hope, you have to pray, you have to believe. I mean, in the UK, our government's changed. We now have, well, for the want of a better word, a socialist government.
Yes.
And the laws, the regulations, the taxes, it's crippling the people. And there are so many people now leaving the country. So once again, you have a situation in England where people are leaving, going to other countries, because they are sick and tired of how the government and their corrupt ways are treating the British public.
And for Nigeria, there is no more too much tax. Tax is not a problem in Nigeria, but the problem is that there are some group of ethnic group that do believe that they are richer than the lower one. So, in fact, I know everything is not physical. I know there are spiritual forces that is behind it. There are spiritual forces that is behind the suffering. But I believe that we will see a better day. Because I believe in God, I trust in God. I am a Christian. I serve God.
So you're Christian?
Yes, I'm a Christian. I serve God, and I know God can do anything. There is nothing that God cannot do. It depends on us. We have to be patient in the ways of God. The things of God is not the thing that comes faster. It comes gradually, step by step.
Yeah.
So when you are in the process, you have to stay in the process where you are.
And God normally delivers.
Yes. There is nothing that God cannot do. Many of us, we don't like to stay in the process. We want to rush and enter into it. So that is why it is somehow
Impatient.
Yes. You have to be patient, because God, when God wants to do something, He give on warning. Like the people that is in position now, God is giving them warning, He's giving them time so that they will repent. It's not like in the Bible where God wants to destroy the earth. He asked Noah to build a ark.
Yeah.
So Noah were telling the people around that something is going to happen. Just give your life to God so that you can be saved. But
they never believed Him.
They never believed Him.
No.
So when the time of God to react came, all of them wanted to give their life. It's already late. So that is how it is. Nothing that God cannot do. You have to be patient and trust Him.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're now in, where is it, Garfagna? Gallicano, yeah. And you say you've been there a year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what plans do you have? Are you going to stay there until you get your papers through?
When I get my papers through, I will seek for a job.
Yeah. In Italy, yeah?
Yes, I will seek for a better, because here you can get job when you have the necessary documents.
Yeah.
And there is not too much of paying tax you do it to the way you can be able to do. So I believe and I hope that I will get a better job.
So at the moment, how are you funding yourself? How are you?
And the way I fund myself, I do. Let me say, the normal English we speak here, the way we speak it here is sorority. Some do buy something, you'll be selling like umbrella, fascinator. So you buy, you sell from street to street, from store to store. People maybe
vending.
Yes, vending. Yes. Maybe you buy it for €5. So I see somebody that someone be lucky, they might give you €20 because some of them are good. Some Italian they are good. I have met somebody. What I buy €5. He asked me how much you want. I said €7. The person gave me €20. I want to give her change. He said no, I should keep the change.
Yeah.
So some of them they are very nice, but some of them when they say you
get that everywhere. You get the prejudice. You get the don't, you know. But generally, how are you finding people with your plight? How are you finding people in Italy? Are they understanding? Are they kind?
Aspect of Germany, Italy is good for immigrants.
Yeah.
Italy, they are good. But I've not gone to Germany before, but I have friends over there. But the way things are, I believe that Italy is good for immigrants. First of all, Italy, they can give you documents as far as you are not into drugs. You don't sell drugs, you don't fight. When you are here in 5 years, no matter what the case may be, they will normally give you documents. As far as you don't fight, you don't follow people that is doing crime, you don't sell drugs, you don't take drugs, because everybody that is around, they are monitoring you. You will not know, but they are monitoring. This day you step your leg in Italy, that day somebody is already monitoring you. So you have to be careful. Look where you go, you don't go to any hard place. Like for me, I'm a Christian, I don't go to club where you drink. But before I do go to club, I do womanize, but I give my life to Christ, I stop all those things. Now I don't drink, I don't smoke. It's difficult for me to go to a club. Except that when I want to do like maybe baby dedication.
Yeah.
They give birth to a child, I want to name the name of the child. I can go there. Apart from all those things, I don't do anything that I know that God will not be pleased with me. Because I have a conscience. Before I do something, I always check my conscience. If my conscience is not angry with me, I can do that. I know that God is accepting me. But if I know my conscience is angry, I will withdraw from it. Although I'm not perfect, but I still believe that from little by little, I'll be doing good.
Okay. I mean, moving forward, where do you see yourself a year, 2 years' time? I mean, would you like to bring your son to Italy, or would you go back to Nigeria, or?
For that, concerning my son, I would like to bring my son to Italy, because the way things are in Nigeria now, it is difficult for some of them to eat. It is difficult for them to see their daily bread. I'm the one that is supporting them from here with the little that I get from the street with the things that I say. So it is difficult over there. So in short, life over there is very difficult in Nigeria. It's difficult for the now. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
So when your papers come through, are they papers giving you citizenship or residency, or
no?
What are the papers?
When you come to Italy, you have to seek for asylum. If they accept you, they will give you like 2 years.
Okay.
Then you start processing it, then building it before you not get the citizenship. Maybe like 5 years or 10 years before you get citizenship to pass through process.
But those papers will allow you to stay legally within Italy.
Yes.
I mean, would you consider moving? I mean, further north, France, maybe even England, or staying?
When time goes on, I would like to go to a country where they speak English, because here most of them don't speak
Well, that
English.
counts England out of the equation.
Most of them they don't speak English here, so it is difficult to communicate to most of them.
Yeah.
So nothing like a place where they speak English. It is easy.
I'll be honest with you, Coleeze, you speak English better than most English people.
I didn't go to school. I believe it's the grace of God. I I didn't go to school. I stopped at primary school.
Yeah. But, you know, as I said regarding immigrants, it is a contentious issue, and people are either yes, no, but it's not black or white. You know, there are reasons why people migrate and risk their life moving to countries. The issue in England is we are wondering why so many single males are prepared to risk coming across the channel, and with, you know, maybe up to 1,000 a day, and they throw all their documents, their passports and everything away. I mean, that is something I don't understand why they would do.
Most of them, I can't tell because I'm not there. I only hear, I've not witnessed it before. I can't tell about that. But now, if you get a visa or you get a passport, for you to throw it away or for you to tear it away, if you don't like the place, you can go for another place, you do business, you come to visit every time. So you have the legal document to come.
Yeah.
So it is not right to tear any document that has been given to you. Because
No, that is a valuable piece of paper.
yes,
It's a valuable document.
yes.
So there is conspiracy theories, and there is people's ideas on what's happening, and it's always going to be a contentious issue. But Coleeze, I'd like to thank you for this interview, if only to make me try and understand exactly where you're coming from, and you're one of thousands of people trying to better themselves, and for that I admire, I respect you.
Thank you very much.
So welcome.